Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a How to Kill a Kit with Style kit share video. I'm continuing this month, the month of June, with items left from my May kit, which were all items that I acquired either by kits that were delivered to me, gifts from Secret Sisters and other attendees, or off the freebie table at the spring Rediscover Your Stash, Secret Not Secret Kit Club retreat in Oak Harbor, Ohio. So last month, the kit share video was fairly jumbled, let's say, because all of my materials were jumbled. I've sorted through them a little bit, kind of separated them out because I think it'll help me use them. And my commitment this month is to actually scrap that retreat. So I'm gonna, without further ado, let me go through some of the things that you see here before I do the papers. I have an IKEA holder here for some of the smaller things. You can see here a whole slew of 6x12 sticker sheets, some alphas, various things. There's some scraps there, and I'll bring to the forefront here. This is a tablet. A lot of the papers that I have are Horizon. They're Paige Evans Horizon based. So I've got this tablet that I acquired myself after the retreat, but that kind of helps me coordinate with some of the materials I have in the retreat. So this is another item, but this did come from the retreat. This was in a kit that Khristina Sorge built for me around Dear Lizzy New Day, but there were some surprises, and I'll show you those when I get to the papers. This is an amazing 6x8 mixed media pad, it's called, that has canvas, glitter, cork, and this wonderful wood grain. There are two colors of wood, this lighter kind of maple or birch looking wood, and then this darker, looks like an oak mahogany blend. Glitter paper, burlap, this really cool paper that I'll have to find something interesting to go underneath. So kind of want that out in the forefront, so remember to use it. These are tags I've kind of gathered. I like to gather tags and frames and things like this ticket that I use for journaling together. This tag was one created by one of the attendees at the retreat, and it was left on my desk as a surprise, and I never did find out who gave it to me, so I apologize. I can't give her credit. This is a package of goodies that were in a kind of part of a brown bag challenge that Khristina sponsored, and these are the items I didn't use. I used some, and so on the page that I do about that challenge in the retreat, I'll use these items, the ones that I didn't use on the original page that I made, and then I'll show the page that I did make there at the retreat. So that's kind of a fun way to document that. I've separated a lot of these, well, let me first kind of show you my little collection of bags. These are bags that were used to deliver my embellishments in the kits. And I've separated out the embellishments. All of these tags came from the kits. These are the floral embellishments. I've got those in a separate tub. So there's some large florals, small florals, some cards, cut apart cards, and some other individual florals. I've mixed collections. There are Whimsical, Paige Evans Whimsical, and Horizon, Dear Lizzy New Day, and a whole lot of other whose collections I couldn't name you. These washi tapes, a couple were from the freebie table at that retreat, a couple were from the freebie table at a more recent retreat that I attended, but the colors are such that I thought I might use them with this stuff, so that's kind of something I'm adding there. This is another box, a real mixed bag. I've got some flair some acrylic pieces, title pieces, a die cut pear, some banners, lots of miscellaneous pieces, most of them with words on them, although there's this really cool piece that looks punched or die cut. And then I also threw in some of the small scraps from pages that I made last month. There's some hearts. Everything here came from the retreat in some way or another. This box has a few fiber elements that came in my kits from the retreat, and a lot of ribbons that I won in a challenge sponsored by Crafty Ribbons, which I think is an Australia or New Zealand company. I think these ribbon bits are the perfect size and a nice variety of colors to go on tags. So that's, it's my tag fiber grab bag. Have a few other things like these die cut words, some words here, some smaller embellishments. This was on the freebie table, and since I'm doing pages about the retreat, this was in one of my kits. So lots of bright, colorful things. These came from the shop there, I think. So let me stick those back in. So now we'll go through the papers really quickly. This first is an acrylic overlay by, it's one of the clear cuts from Bella Boulevard. Sharon Barrickman, who was my secret sister, and you'll see the wonderful stuff that she gave me for my secret sister gift. She gave everyone at the retreat one of these, and as you can see, I've kind of used part of it. I used it to back a butterfly cutout. These I Love Crafting pages and the stickers were part of a kit from, there's some Simple Stories and some Echo Park mixed in here. I must have bought the Simple Stories, but the Echo Park was given to me by my awesome roommate, Susan Walsh. So these are all perfect colors to go with everything else in that group. This was on the freebie table. It's a Boys Rule crepe paper vellum sheet, and I have used it already. This was on the freebie table. Love the colors. Not the greatest paper. This animal print was because I was doing Calvin Ball when I went to the retreat, and one of the requirements was animal prints. So everyone at the whole retreat, I think, every single person there hunted me down some animal print paper, and so I thought I'd tell that story on this piece of paper because this black and white would go with so many of the other colors. This page was given to us, again, I'm not sure by whom, lots of little Ohio maps, and on every page about the retreat I'm going to fussy cut a map and put it on the page. Got this off the freebie table. We'll probably punch these out and use the ones that are the right colors. They're not sure. I haven't used it yet because some of the colors are just slightly off from the dye lot that was used for the papers in here. This is a boy-themed chipboard sheet that was on the freebie table. And now we're getting to some things that I purchased at the shop. The retreat we had, the location had a wonderful shop, and so I went upstairs and got some. I love this lime green. These are all Lawn Fawn papers from the Really Rainbow collection, and I've used those. I've had them before, and I bought them to go there. I used quite a few while I was at the retreat. This is a Bow Bunny lemonade stand paper. I'd have to say Bow Bunny lemonade stand, probably one of my favorite collections ever in the history of collections. And I was happy to find a sheet. I've used up nearly all of mine. This is a Bella Boulevard black and white diagonal stripe. I'm a huge fan of diagonal stripes, and I thought I needed one for the retreat, so I bought two. I used one, and I have one left. I think this matte paper came either from the shop or the freebie table. I liked the colors and still do, and I use these colors a lot. They especially coordinate with nearly all of the collections that I get from Mine to Scrap. So I kind of thought that would go with it. It also goes with the things here. Bought this paper at the shop because clouds were a requirement for Calvin Ball. I bought the paper, and before I had a chance to fussy cut any of the clouds out, I ended up, they took the rule away. So this was a sheet from the Aloha collection by Photoplay. And I love these cut aparts. I especially love this little turtle. I'm a huge turtle fanatic, and I really like the beachy thing. So I wanted two sheets, and when I went back up to get a second one, all that was left was the whole collection pack, so I bought that. I didn't put it in this kit because I'm keeping it separate for a different project, but I will use that sheet. This page of paper, I think I got in a Mine to Scrap kit. I know I did. And I used the alpha side of it at the time instead of this beautiful teal diagonal stripe. So I bought another sheet of this at the shop. Now we're getting to the Horizon. I bought this project pad at Joann's, especially for the coordinating cut aparts, the glitter paper, and the big thing is the solids in the back that are from the same die lot as the papers in Horizon. So I'm gonna go through now what I have in the way. This is a sheet that I used partially. I cut this to back some butterflies, and I love this pink on the other side. So all the Horizon papers came from Sharon Barrickman, my secret sister, as my secret sister gift. So a lot of these, let me pull all the Horizons together. And so I had these. You'll recognize some of those in there. I had from other sources, or I've used from the pad. I love all of these and can't wait to use them. And then I have those coordinating sheets in my project pad that if I need to use those with them. One of the kits that Khristina brought to me was built on Whimsical, and it included this cutout sheet. It's meant for you to lift up the butterfly wings and back it. It's kind of a cut file with some of the pieces left in. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern, and I can't wait to use it. There's a nice spot right here where there aren't any cutouts for a photo, and you can overlap this leaf. So I have to plan just exactly the right page for that. And, you know, Paige left me with this wonderful example, and so that's one of those things I've hoarded and haven't touched. In that Whimsical kit were these papers, these Whimsical papers, and several others that I have already used. They're the B-sides. So I will use those. Then there was another kit that Khristina built me based primarily on Dear Lizzy New Day, and it includes, this is the A and B side of one sheet, these beautiful patterns. I love that floral on the dark gray background, and you can kind of see some of the highlights here. Where's the A and B side of that beautiful orange kind of diamond print. So those are amazingly beautiful papers, and in that New Day kit, she included some surprises. This is a black and white diagonal. Khristina and I are both huge fans of black and white diagonals. So she gave me this Amy Tangerine Hustle and Heart paper and I love the other side, but this black and white diagonal is just to die for. So I've got that. There's a couple this is a crepe paper, Maggie Holmes Sunny Days. And these are beautiful colors that go well with the other colors. I love that this watermelon paper, but I especially like these black and white words. I can color them up and do fun things with them. This is a sheet of paper from Pretty Little Studio, and I don't know if you can see in the light. Let me turn on this other light. Maybe you'll see it better. Some of the flowers have a sheen to them, and it's a really thick, beautiful paper. I'm not really familiar too much with Pretty Little Studio. This is a line called Savannah Dreams by Kim Watson, and this page is Pretty Meadow, and I don't know about you, but I think that's one of the most gorgeous florals I've ever seen. And there's a really nice, useful little, almost it reads as a solid kind of paper on the back. And this is just cardstock that I pulled at some point to go with some of those pictures. This is not to say I won't put some other cardstock in. Let me load the papers back into the hopper here and get all this ready to go. I'm looking forward to this month because it kind of helps that I know I'm going to be scrapping those retreat photos. So I've just loaded my printer with ink and cleaned the print heads and got a full supply of paper. And what I'm going to do is lay out each, as you can see, there's a wide variety of papers and a really huge assortment of embellishments. So I figure I can get away with this for all of the pages documenting that retreat, the people and the challenges and the place and so forth. I will use the exact same design. It'll be a 4-up grid design kind of in the center of the page, probably an embellishment cluster in this corner, an embellishment cluster in this corner, maybe the title here sometimes, the title there sometimes, the title under the photos sometimes. I can shake it up, and by using different patterns, different textures, different colors, different embellishments, each page will look different, but I know what my design is before I sit down. So all of those, I should use quite a few of my supplies and lots and lots of these pretty colors and get the joy and the fun of the retreat perfectly expressed and quickly. I'm shooting for at least 12 pages during the month, so that's going to be a tall order since I have a few other commitments that I've made. But hope you enjoyed seeing my kit, and I hope you enjoy seeing all the cool things I'm planning to make with it. Bye!